we are going to explain how you can compare in the case of the quantity of countables and uncountables nouns. As you can check here, I have two different persons. Those persons have different objects. In this case, she has this quantity of apples. She has this quantity of sugar. He has this quantity of apples. He has this quantity of sugar. Now, as you can check, one person, in this case she, has more than him of both cases. So, how you can write the comparatives in this case? When you talk about countable things, when the person, in this case, she has more, you have to use the word more. And actually more is used for uncountable things. In both cases, you can use the same word. Now, what is the example that I can check here or how I can write it? In this case, because she is the person that have obviously more, I have to write it in this case in the beginning. I have to write she has more apples than him. Because this person has the quantity, the major quantity in this case, in these examples. Okay, I have to use again apples because it's plural and it's a countable thing. And in the case, for example, uncountable, in this case I have sugar, I have to write she has more sugar. Remember, always write it in singular because if you write it in plural, it's incorrect. She has more sugar than him. Okay. Now, what happened if in this case, this person doesn't have the same quantity than this other girl. So in this case, in the case of countable things, you have to use the word fewer. And in this case, the thing that I tried to explain is that the other person has more objects or more things than the person that you want to explain it. Because he is the person that have fewer things, you have to write it in the beginning. So for that reason, you have to write he has fewer apples than her. Okay, so that is the thing. When you have a countable thing, the word that you have to use is fewer, always fewer. And in the case of the uncountable things, you have to use the word less. And in this case, indicate the same like this, that in the case of uncountable noun. The example that you have to write in this case is, for example, he has less sugar than her. Do you use fewer? You use fewer for countable. You use less for uncountable. In the case of more, you have to use more for countables and more for uncountables in both cases. And this is the way that you can give comparatives for uncountables and uncountable things.